So, one more important knowledge every sadhak must pursue is what happens during meditation. What happens during meditation? So, when we sit in a meditative posture by closing your eyes, what is that internal activity that goes on continuously on your body that makes you feel very happy, very blissful and calm and peace? Right, friends? So let me share what happens during meditation. Every human body is surrounded by an electromagnetic field. Electromagnetic field. A question might pop up in your mind. So what is the proof that my body is surrounded by electromagnetic field? I'll give a small example. Have you ever experienced this? Whenever you go near to a television to switch it on or off, and if fortunately or unfortunately you were nearer to the television screen, if you observe, you will experience a goosebumps on your hand, right? This is one example. I'll tell you one more example. If you sit on a chair like fiber chairs, right, or plastic chairs, if you observe there, if you put your hand like this, sometimes we experience a little bit of goosebumps on our hands. This is nothing but, friends, it is the electromagnetic field of that object is reacting to the electromagnetic field of this object. Every object in the universe is surrounded by energy, and that energy has its own space, and that space is called as electromagnetic energy field, right? So when a person don't meditate, what happens is their electromagnetic energy field is depreciated in the sense it is shrunken. The electromagnetic energy field shrinks down and comes very closer to the physical body, the layer, right? So what happens when it comes nearer to the layer of the physical skin? What happens is you start experiencing sicknesses in your body. This is because of very less activated electromagnetic energy field. Right, friends? I'll give an example. Consider an iron bar, right, of this shape. When you ionize or rub the iron bar continuously on a field, so that to ionize the particle, we ionize this ionic bar in order to get the ionic properties of this iron. Now, this iron bar have obtained all its ionic properties. Let us assume it has obtained all its ionic properties, and take some magnetic pieces and just throw around that iron bar. What you observe is when you throw these magnetic particles, the magnetic pieces around this iron bar, they form into a certain field like ripples field. This is a physics experiment which every one of us will know during our plus 2 or during 10th standard, right? I hope you remember that. I'll show the figure here, right? So what does it mean is when this iron bar is completely ionized, and if you throw some magnetic particles around it, those magnetic particles will form an electric field around this iron bar. If the same iron bar, or take some other iron bar and just put it on which is not having many of its ionic properties, and now throw some magnetic particles, none of the magnetic particles attract the iron bar, and they will either field is also not created. This is because the iron bar doesn't possess its ionic properties. I guess my example is clear. In the similar way, human body also have, just as the iron bar has an electric field, similarly human body also have an electric field, electromagnetic field. Just as we have rubbed the ionic bar in order to obtain the ionic properties of this iron bar, right, so that an electric field is created, right? Similarly, the human body must be ionized, must be energized to have a wonderful electromagnetic field. When we have, or when we are able to maintain a wonderful electromagnetic field, then automatically our centeredness, our calm, our peacefulness, health, wealth, and our surroundings, everything will be according to our perception or our understanding. Everything will work according to our intentions. Nothing will go beyond our intentions. So that is advantage of meditation. Meditation helps a person's electromagnetic energy field to be more charged, so that we can manifest anything during meditation through a small thought releasing. When we don't meditate regularly, the electrical field or electromagnetic field which is surrounding our body, which surrounds a human body, will be depreciated, as I mentioned now. When it gets depreciated, you experience an unbalance in all the activities you do. So friends, in order to achieve or in order to gain a balance in all the activities, either it may be physical activities or spiritual activities, in order to achieve a balance, you have to charge your electromagnetic field. To charge your electromagnetic field, you have to meditate daily at least for 30 minutes, minimum 30 minutes. At least minimum for 30 minutes, right friends? So when you start meditating daily without any breaks for 30 minutes, your electromagnetic field starts energizing and it will attract abundance into your life. During meditation, the brain waves which I have shared till now are the ones which charge this electromagnetic energy field. So the brain wave which charges the electromagnetic energy field is alpha brain wave. As I mentioned, beta brain wave is the brain wave which enters into the human brain only when the person is awake and working with his 5 senses. And coming to the alpha waves, I mentioned this also, unconsciously we experience twice every day. But in meditation, we must be able to receive consciously. Those brain waves, those alpha brain waves into our brain. When we start receiving these alpha brain waves, our electromagnetic field starts energizing. The more you do, the more the time you spend to energize this electromagnetic field, the more happier, the more pleasant, the more blissful you feel throughout the day. So minimum 30 minutes is mandatory to experience and to energize this electromagnetic field. And the minute difference between all these brain waves is, during the beta state of brain waves, mind will be, or the human brain will be in a number of thought fluctuations. It will be flooding with a number of thoughts. But when a person is in a meditative state, when his brain starts receiving the alpha waves, certain fluids release in his brain. Those fluids are called oxytocin and serotonin fluids. These fluids continuously start flooding from the human brain throughout the entire body, making them feel happier. These are the fluids which make us feel happier. So during meditation, oxytocin and serotonin fluids are continuously released from the brain and they're distributed throughout the body, making you feel happy, calm and centered. That is with the alpha waves. And in alpha waves, the number of thoughts are reduced. For example, during beta wave state, your brain is receiving and emanating 100 waves. Let us consider 100 waves, 100 thoughts. In alpha state, your brain will emanate or receive 80 waves, 80 thoughts. And coming to the next third type of waves, theta waves. During theta wave state, your brain will be receiving 50 thoughts. And delta state, 30 to 20 thoughts. And coming to the last gamma state, if worked out properly and if done with a proper and a strong intention, right, you will be in a complete zero state, zero thought state. So that is the difference between all the waves. The lesser the thoughts, the more is the creativity, the more is the productivity, the happier you are. So friends, this is what is my understanding, and I felt to share with you, and I'm very happy in sharing this, and I would feel very happy if you share your understanding or your feedback after listening to this. And if you have any questions, you can write to me, right? I'll be sharing the mail ID at the end of the session, right friends? That's it. So thank you for watching.